now, and the time is 4:32. I think we can start the session. Jayalakshmi ma'am,
Yes, Brinda.
can we start?
Definitely, as you say.
Yeah. You all know Jayalakshmi ma'am is from Bangalore, Vidyaranyapuram, Chavadi, and she doesn't need a special introduction, but still, as a part of our protocol, ask Mrs. Mukta to introduce her to today's event, please.
So, a very good evening to one and all. Here is a brief introduction about Mrs. Jayalakshmi. Jayalakshmi, she is mainly a Kannada film and TV artist. Joined Kannada film industry as heroine after doing acting course from Pune Film Institute. Also did Malayalam Tulu movies. Later shifted to mother and grandmother roles. Also did a Hindi serial for National DD. Many serials for Kannada channels. Received Karnataka State Award, many Fans Association Awards, did Arangetram in Bharatnatyam, started learning Carnatic music after the age of 52, appeared for senior exams during lockdown in Carnatic music, passed out in first class, became a karaoke singer during lockdown and won many prizes, even won prize in Dignity karaoke singing also. Did online theater with Dignity Friends, Dignity Foundation being a great savior during these difficult times of Corona. Took part in a lot of Dignity Foundation activities, being a member of Dignity Foundation, Vidyaranyapura, Bengaluru chapter. So this was a brief introduction about Jayalakshmi ma'am. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Mukta. Thank you, Brinda, for the introduction. Thank you so much. Hello, friends. Good evening. Namaste, Vanakkam, Sasrekal, Assalamu alaikum to everybody. I am really feeling so happy to be here to talk to all of you, interact with all of you. We have become so familiar, I feel. From past 2 years, we are seeing each other. Dignity Foundation has given us so much of activities to do. So we keep on doing that. We meet each other. We interact. Not only from our center, we meet members. That happens always. But we meet from all over the country. Different centers, different members log in. And, we come to know all of them. So it's really a very happy feeling. So I'm really, really very happy to be here and to talk to all of you. I thank Dignity Foundation for giving me this golden opportunity. Today, my topic, all of you know is, I'm doing the wrong side. This Madhubala, the Venus of Indian screen. I'm sure all of you will be knowing about Madhubala, the beautiful actress. That's why she was called as the Venus of Indian screen. This talk I had talked before also in my Bangalore center, that is Vidyaranyapuram. I talked for 3 sessions. My coordinator, Rao sir, DM Rao sir, gave me 3 slots, part 1, part 2, part 3. So it went on. He was very kind enough to give me the 3 slots. And all my members from Vidyaranyapura liked the talk. They told me, why don't you talk it in the national level? Because, Madhubala, can you see Madhubala properly? I won't be able to see the chat, I'm not so tech savvy. So you will have to talk to me after the session about it. Uh, so like that, I gave the talk in Bangalore Chavdi. Everybody liked it. So I came here to talk about Madhubala. Uh, why I wanted to talk about Madhubala is because I have not seen her. I was not blessed to see her, but I was blessed to hear people in close quarters who acted with her, who directed her, who gave her a platform to start her acting career. So all combined, and all this happened when I was in Pune Film Institute. That was in the early 70s. I was doing my acting course, and big legends used to come to Pune Film Institute, and they used to come and talk to us, etc., etc. In that, Ashok Kumar. All of you must be knowing the great actor Ashok Kumar, who came, and he used to be a regular visitor. His daughter Preeti Ganguly was studying in the institute, so he used to be regular. He was so down to earth. I still remember him walking in the institute campus, and हम लोग सब ऐसे ही चलते थे इधर उधर. तो some students used to say, देखो देखो वहां देखो अशोक कुमार जा रहे हैं. So we actually didn't know it was Ashok Kumar. हम लोग पास जाके देखते हैं, हाँ ये तो अशोक कुमार ही है. So we used to recognize him, and he used to come to our acting class. There our lecturers were Asrani. You must be knowing Asrani. He became a comedian in Hindi cinema. Then Danny Dansongpa also came as a villain into Hindi movies. So all of them used to take improvisation classes. So अशोक कुमार जी वहां पे बैठते थे सामने मामूल से एक कुर्सी में ऐसे बैठते थे, and he used to see us performing, and he used to share his experiences. So many years have passed, but I recollect all that, whatever that those days I was very young. But now I go to think, I was so blessed to see all those legends. And then Devika Rani. Ashok Kumar has seen Madhubala as a child artist. That was in 40s, early 40s. And he was also working for Bombay Talkies, and Madhubala also started her career through Bombay Talkies. And he shared his experiences. Then Devika Rani, who was the owner of Bombay Talkies with her husband Himanshu Roy. So both of them had started Bombay Talkies, and they gave the break to Madhubala. She has also come to the institute. Then my classmate Jitendranath. Not the hero Jitendra, but this is another Jitendra whose father was great hero. His name being Surendranath. Those days only you were casted if you knew to sing. Then only they had, because there was no so much of playback and all that. So if you knew singing, it was a preference. Like even Ashok Kumar ji used to sing before in his movies. So Jitendranath was there. His father has acted with Madhubala. His father has acted with Madhubala, and I'll tell you one song which Surendranath ji has sung, the famous one. It goes like this. आवाज दे कहाँ है दुनिया मेरी जवां है आबाद मेरे दिल में उम्मीद सा जहां है दुनिया मेरी जवां है आवाज दे कहाँ है. This song, in the beginning, Noor Jahan sings, And in the end, the male singer comes. And that male singer is Surendranath. He has only sung and he has acted for the movie also as hero. In this, even Suraya was there. So he was such a famous singer and actor, but nowadays we don't know much about all. Everybody knows Raj Kapoor, everybody knows Shami Kapoor, Devanand, Dilip Kumar, but all these actors also were very famous, like Ullas, then Motilal, Surendranath ji, all of them. So they all they all were there. And then Atmaramji used to give me Gurudat scholarship in the name of Gurudat ji, who had already passed away. So I used to get 150 rupees those days. So 150 rupees was a big amount then. So Atmaramji also used to share, all his experiences. His brother was Gurudat. And then Gopi Krishna, the dancer, he has choreographed one of my Kannada movies, Kalla Kulla. So he has performed for that movie also. He has done a dance number. So हम लोग जब सेट में बैठते थे, गोपी कृष्णा मेरे पास आके बैठ के हिंदी में बात करते थे, because most of them are not comfortable talking in Hindi, and I used to talk Hindi and he used to be very comfortable, and he used to tell all his experiences. I used to ask. I was very fond of Vaijayanti Mala because she used to dance so nicely. I used to ask him कैसे करते हैं कैसे. Then he used to say, अरे she if मैं एक बार बोल दूं तो she will do it 200%. And he only started topic of Madhubala. He told me, don't you know Madhubala, the beautiful actress? I said, of course, I know her. I have directed her. I have choreographed her also for a movie, like he told me. And he was the assistant to Sitara Devi. Madhubala was a keen learner. She was not formally educated or anything, but she was a very keen learner. She wanted to learn. So she was not a dancer also. So she asked Sitara Devi that I would like to learn dancing. तो सितारा देवी ने क्या बोला, उन्होंने बोला, अरे तुमको डांस करने की क्या जरूरत है, तुम ऐसे हाथ ऐसे 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 हिला लो, people will come. First of all, you are so beautiful, so they'll come and see you. So that was a joke, like, but she said, nahi mujhe to seekhna hai. And so like that, she was such a keen learner. So all of these things combined, I thought I will give a talk, because I heard these big legends, from their own mouth. I have heard them. Nobody is there now. Nobody of whoever talked, they are not there. So I just remembered and I wanted to share it. So now I'm sharing all that. I'll start now. Madhubala was born as Mumtaz. She was born to a Pathan family in Delhi on Valentine's Day, 14th February 1933. The father's name was Ataullah Khan. Ataullah Khan had to shift to Bombay because he lost his job in Delhi. And, it was a very, very struggling period for them. He was only the breadwinner. Ataullah Khan was only the breadwinner, and he had to feed such a big family, so many children, and it was very, very difficult times. Madhubala was, when she was young, she was very fond of dancing. She was very fond of singing and acting. तो छोटे छोटे functions में वो perform करती थी, and somebody noticed her, and he Ataullah Khan's friend. So उन्होंने बोला, why don't you come to Bombay? Bombay में lot of child artists की जरूरत है, lot of child artists are required, so she can get work. Like so, Ataullah Khan shifted to Bombay. That was in the early 40s, and immediately you don't get work. हमें स्टूडियो के चक्कर लगाने पड़ते हैं ना, so going around the studios asking for work and all that. Finally, they say, right place at the right time. So they came where Devika Rani was there. As I told you, she was the owner of Bombay Talkies. So she was making a movie called Basant. She saw this child, Mumtaz, and the child was very important because it was a story of a father and mother who get separated. And because of the child, the father and mother unite. So central character. So she talked to Mumtaz, Madhubala that is, and she was very much impressed. And she got work in Basant. Basant got released, and it was a success, and there were 2 songs in the movie. If you go to the YouTube, you can see that song which Madhubala has performed for. She looks so cute, वो गाना ऐसे जाता है, मेरे छोटे से मन में छोटी सी दुनिया रे, मेरे छोटे से मन में छोटी सी दुनिया रे, छोटे छोटे घरवा छोटी अटरिया, छोटे छोटे बगिया रे, छोटे छोटे घरवा छोटी अटरिया, छोटे छोटे बगिया रे, मेरे छोटे से मन में छोटी सी दुनिया रे. ये गाना, so सबके after this movie was released, सबके मुंह में ना यही गाना, they were all humming the song. It was that famous it became. And वो फिल्म में मधुबाला बोलती है, देखो मेरा गाना सुनने के लिए कल भी आना, मेरा गाना सुनने के लिए कल भी आना, ऐसे बोलती है. So those days the audience and all were, they get carried away by the movies those days. So बच्चे भी, and even I have heard Nimi, the yesteryear's actress Nimi, she is also of the same age as Madhubala. She was not an actress then, so she also had gone to see the movie, and she used to come back, and next day she used to tell her parents, मुझे लेके जाओ पिक्चर दिखाने के लिए, लेके जाओ, मधुबाला ने, मुमताज ने बुलाया है, मुमताज ने बुलाया है. So to attract the public and for the to promote the movie like. So after that movie, Madhubala got work for other pictures as a child artist. These are always struggling period. Then she did about 6 movies as a child artist. In one movie, when she was shooting as a child artist, she fainted and fell. तो डॉक्टर लोगों को बुलाया गया, एंड डॉक्टर्स चेक्ड हर एंड दे सेड ये बच्ची को तो दिल की बीमारी है. बट दिस चाइल्ड, शी बाउंस्ड बैक अगेन एंड शी स्टार्टेड एक्टिंग दिस एंड दैट. सो that was left there because बच्ची तो चल रही है, she is energetic, and they didn't have that to go to a checkup, this and that. अच्छी हो गई है बच्ची, चलो काम करो, ऐसे चलता था. Then actually Madhubala was born with a hole in the heart. Nobody can imagine that because she looked so healthy, she was so energetic, and and they say she could have gone even earlier, she could have gone away, but she was so enthusiastic about life. She loved life. She was very fond of small things, and she was very happy with chote with small things, which made her live longer. So, and she always used to love her work. It's not that her father forced her to work, वो कमाने के लिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. She loved her work, and and it was going on, उसका काम भी मिल रहा था. उसके बाद another movie she did, for Ranjit Movie Tone as a child artist. That was in that time, one incident happened which made a great impact on Madhubala. You know, at that time, her mother, she was carrying another child, and she became very sick. तो डॉक्टर लोगों ने बोला इन्हें तो हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट करना पड़ेगा. You know, they didn't have the money. She was only earning 300 rupees, and with the 300 rupees, the whole family had to be looked after. So what Madhubala did, she went to, you know, the manager, Rati Bhai Seth, and she asked him, she told him, this is the thing. I want some help, you know. So he went and told Chandulal Shah, the owner of Ranjit Movie Tone. You know, without questioning any further, he handed over 2,000 rupees to the manager to give it to Madhubala. So the money was given, and you know, her mother was admitted to the hospital, and she became fine. This incident made a great impact on Madhubala. She vowed that when, you know, when she gets, if at all she gets, and if she gets, she will be very generous with her money. She will help the needy. And she did that when she became a star. You know, she always carried some 1,000 rupees with her, because thousands were a very big amount those days. And she used to give away in the sets and all that. You know, when you see some people, you feel, no, they may be in need. So aise deti thi. And you know, when after partition, during 1950, all, you know, this Bengalis from East Pakistan were all coming inside India, and so much of money was needed. She herself, not with the collective, she herself individually paid rupees 50,000. 50,000, imagine those days. So she has done all that. So coming back to her child, you know, being a child, during these times, Ashok Kumar has seen Madhubala. You know, he shared that he used to be in the makeup rooms, you know, all makeup rooms में बैठते थे. तो मधुबाला बेबी मुमताज ऐसे घूमती रहती थी, and you know, she used to peep into each makeup room. ऐसे देखती थी, and when to know who is that, which actor is that, which star is that. So Ashok Kumar ऐसे देख के, she used to call, you know, to come like. She used to get so nervous and भाग जाती थी. And he also said she was a very keen learner and very energetic and always happy and always giggling, you know. She was like that. Even Dilip Kumar also was in Bombay Talkies only. He has also seen Madhubala as a kid. I'm so sorry, some network problem happened. Really, very, very sorry. Dilip Kumar, I was very fortunate to see him also. So, she did 6 movies as a child artist. After that, she became a heroine when she was 14 years. That was for the movie Neel Kamal. Kedar Sharma was the director, and the hero was Raj Kapoor. Raj Kapoor was only 21 years, and Madhubala was, only 14 years. She worked very, very hard. At that tender age of 14, she only wanted her family to do well, that मेरे family के लिए मुझे काम करना है, they should do well, they should have everything, like, and she used to be a very, very obedient. She was a very, very obedient daughter, and she remained an obedient daughter all her life. She never went against her father. So she was working very hard, and the movie released. It was okay. The movie was an average movie, but Raj Kapoor and Madhubala, they were liked by the people. Like, both of them looked nice, and they had acted well also. So Madhubala was getting a lot of work. She did back-to-back 3 movies with Raj Kapoor. And then she did, she did a lot of movies with other actors also. She did with Geeta Bali, Suraya, two heroines were there. But, people, when the public comes to see, when Madhubala comes on screen, they used to feel very happy, and they used to feel very relaxed seeing her. And no need for her to act, only her presence and her beauty, it was attracted towards the people. Though she was a versatile actress, people got carried away by her beauty, but she, only after Mughal Azam happened, people really came to know how talented and what a great artist who she was. Then one incident happened by the end of 1948, her name was changed to Madhubala. It is said that Devika Rani gave her the name Madhubala. So in 1948, Bombay had come to a standstill. There was big rains, thunderstorms, no current, no electricity. Local trains सब बंद हो गए थे, and complete band, standstill. And she had to report for shooting Dulari movie. So it was in the end of 1948. So she, somebody, the chokidar in the studio was sleeping, and koi dhakka mar raha hai, kholo gate. This watchman was telling, अरे कौन है ये, कौन आया है? Then Madhubala came, खोलो भाई, shooting है. कहाँ shooting होगा, सब बंद है, everything is drenched in water, ये table, chair, all the equipments, everything is in waters. Like, that was her commitment towards her work. She was very disciplined, she was very committed to her work. All this came from her father. Father was very strict and very disciplined, so all these qualities came from her father. Then, her many movies she did. In 1949, the real turning point of her life happened. That was with the movie Mahal. Mahal was, produced by Ashok Kumar. By the time Devika Rani had come out of Bombay Talkies, and Ashok Kumarji took over, and this movie Mahal is not the usual love of hero-heroine like that. It's the story of unfulfilled love, of that type of a story it is. So first, Ashok Kumar thought, I have seen her as a kid. Will it be okay if I do the role of the hero? Then he thought, no, I can, because it is not, that usual the hero comes and or the heroine comes together, some love and this and nothing like that. It was just, the heroine going like a spirit, and her face and her looks and her smile, it's something like that. First, Suraya was signed for the movie, but Kamal Amrohi, who was the director, he preferred Madhubala. So Madhubala was taken for the movie. This movie became a super hit. It became really a big super hit, and 2 stars were born out of this movie. One was Madhubala and one Lata Mangeshkar. Lata Mangeshkar also has sung so many songs before that. But the real, star value, jise bolte hai na, we need only that person. We only need that actress. Happens only when you get lot of success. So लता मंगेशकर herself has told, मेरा नाम ही नहीं आता था रिकॉर्ड में, ये आएगा आने वाला आने के बाद मेरा नाम आया. So 2 stars were born. In this regard, I would like to sing आएगा आने वाला. I won't sing the first, the lines, but I will sing from the song. Can you hear? Can you hear me? दीपक बगैर कैसे परवाने जल रहे हैं, दीपक बगैर कैसे परवाने जल रहे हैं, कोई नहीं जलाता और तीर चल रहे हैं, कोई नहीं जलाता और तीर चल रहे हैं, तड़पेगा कोई कब तक बेआस बेसहारे, तड़पेगा कोई कब तक बेआस बेसहारे, लेकिन ये कह रहे हैं दिल के मेरे इशारे, आएगा 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 आने वाला, आएगा आएगा आएगा. after this picture, Lata Mangeshkar was totally in demand. Even Madhubala was totally in demand. You know, बोलते हैं ना घर के सामने प्रोड्यूसर की लाइन लग गई. ऐसे हुआ. Madhubala's house front, there was, you know, everybody wanted to sign her. And everything was managed by her father. You know, Madhubala's life was the same. It didn't change. You know, though she got such a big star value, people were coming, you know, ready to pay any amount to book her. And she didn't know how much she was charging, and she didn't know anything. Only her concern was काम करना है, अच्छा काम करना है. And she wanted her family to do well. That was in her mind. And she was not, you know, into any बहुत खर्च करो about costumes or makeup or jewelry or traveling, nothing. She was only fond of her home and, you know, काम, acting ka काम. And, you know, and her father, you know, later on, father put some money in production, like in the name of Madhubala, making movies. That also she didn't question anything. She was such an obedient daughter. That's what even Dilip Kumar has said, that Madhubala was a very, very obedient daughter. So she, even if there was loss or kuch bhi hota tha about that production, nothing. She never used to question. You know, unquestioned obedience bolte hai na. She was like that. So after that, she did many movies. So many movies were. It was her, you know, क्या बोलते हैं, it is her peak, you know. Everybody wanted to sign her. She did one movie. She signed Tarana. She signed one movie with Dilip Kumar before also, but that didn't go floors. वो निकला नहीं, बाहर नहीं निकला. Tarana got released. That was a very big success. In this movie, both of them got, you know, they liked each other. Everybody used to like Madhubala. She was so nice and so beautiful. She also, you know, she was good to everybody. But क्या बोलते हैं ना, the real liking she had for Dilip Kumar. And so after that, she signed many other movies also. So many movies, like whichever her father used to tell her, she used to do that. Another one was, you know, Rail Ka Dibba. You know, all these things were happening simultaneously. उसके बीच में मुगली आजम भी शुरू हुआ. 1951 को शुरू हुआ. It took 9 years to complete. It took that long to complete, you know. Mughal Asam story itself is a big thing, which will nearly take 1 hour if I go to speak about that movie. So that also started. And Rail Ka Dibba started. Rail Ka Dibba hero was Shammi Kapoor. Shammi Kapoor, by the time, you know, as I said, she was a big star, and he was just, you know, he was a tall, thin, and, you know, Shammi Kapoor was like that. So he came and he was so, you know, happy that he is going to be the hero to Madhubala, but very nervous also. Very, very nervous also, Shammi Kapoor. And during the shot, Madhubala had to say some lines. After that, Shammi Kapoor had to say. After Madhubala's dialogue, Shammi Kapoor couldn't say his dialogues because वो nervous हो गए. You know, पता नहीं हमको आया नहीं. Yeah, so Madhubala understood. उन्होंने, she called Shammi Kapoor. She told, she made him comfortable, and you know, again this was taken, the shot was taken. Shammi Kapoor always says, you know, she had a motherly love towards me. Madhubala had a motherly, though I loved her in another way, but she had a motherly love towards me. She protected me. She introduced me to all the people and all that. And later on, you know that Yahoo style of Shammi Kapoor. He became a little, you know, he was noticed for his style and all that. He got little name. And they did, again, one movie Boyfriend was made later, after little time. There also Madhubala was the heroine. So there, but in the later stages, she was not able to act because her health became very bad. So in the beginning, there was one song like, she's lying down in the bed, and Shami Kapoor ghumte hain aise, and he's he is admiring her beauty, and he sings a song. So trolley aisa rakha tha and wo ghumte hain, like that. So that song picturization ho raha tha, and Madhubala had to close her eyes. क्या कर रही थी? She used to open, when the take was happening, she used to open her eyes like this. तो डायरेक्टर बोलते थे आंखें बंद करो, आंखें बंद करो. Sorry साहब. Madhubala used to say, I wanted to see what this boy, he's doing, he will do something different. He'll do something special, that I wanted to know. This Shami Kapoor also told later on. So like that, and later stages, this she was not there. They completed the movie and released the movie, but without Madhubala. That was happening. And beach mein Gopi Krishna, I'll tell that incident. Gopi Krishna, he told me that when he had come for this Kala shooting, he told me, I used to ask him about all our actresses, he used to tell, and then he told about Madhubala. He said, I have choreographed her for a movie named Sangdil. It was somewhere around 1952. And, he was also a very young boy. He was about 16 years or something. By 20 years, Madhubala, by the age of 20 years, she had everything. She had bungalows, she had cars, family was living in luxury. Everything was very, very fast. Everything went very, very fast in her life. So during Sangdil ka shooting, Gopi Krishna had to, show some steps to Madhubala. तो बता रहे थे गाने का ऐसा है, like, Madhubala was giggling, हंस रही थी. तो again Gopi Krishna ने फिर से, he started doing the steps again and showing. फिर से हंस रही थी, बहुत बार हुआ. He got, क्योंकि he had some, he had to finish his job. It's a commitment, he'll be asked by the producers and the directors, itna karna hai, shooting is a costly business. So he got little, upset, and he just, hit her like that. And spontaneously he did that. He was little upset. That's why he did that. And he डर गए. And he was frightened. अरे ये मैंने क्या किया? I have hit such a big star. And the whole set became silent. Nobody was talking. And what is going to happen? Everybody were thinking, क्या होने वाला है? Is she going to go out, or is she going to make a scene? क्या होने वाला है? 1 मिनट के बाद मधुबाला जोर से हंसने लगी, and she broke the ice. Everybody was relaxed, and more relaxed was Gopi Krishna. He said, I was very frightened. I still remember all that. And, he was very relaxed. And Madhubala said, अरे मुझे मालूम नहीं था ये छोटा लड़का भी कोरियोग्राफर बन सकता है. So the next day, Madhubala came to his dance school and gave 101 rupees और बोले कि I want to be your disciple. मैं आपकी शिष्या बनना चाहती हूँ. Then Gopi Krishna said, नहीं, आप यहाँ क्यों आएंगे? मैं आपके घर में आके आपको सिखाऊंगा. So this incident he shared. And simultaneously, Mughal Asam was happening. First, Madhubala was not signed for that movie. K. Asif was the director. For Akbar's role, Prithviraj Kapoor was selected. Then for the Salim's role, Dilip Kumar was selected. And because it was fixed that these two will do, and shooting also started. But heroine kisko lena hai? because अनारकली का role है, it is a lifetime role. किसको लेना है? Lot of auditions were happening throughout India. K. Asif thought we will take a new face. तो बॉम्बे में ऑडिशन हुआ, लखनऊ में हुआ, हैदराबाद में, देन साउथ में, सब हुआ, but he was not satisfied with any face. And then he thought, let me take somebody from the sorry, somebody from the industry. But then Nargis was approached, then many other artists were approached, but nothing happened. Finally, Dilip Kumar said, why don't you take Madhubala? Then K. Asif thought, yeah, that's a right choice. Sorry. That's a right choice. But Madhubala, father had kept strict timings, 9 to 6. Go to studios at 9 and come back at 6 o'clock. But this Mughal-e-Azam was a very big budget movie. It crores, those days, crores were spent for the movie. So he said 9 to 6 will be very, very difficult. We want more timing. The Anarkali's role is, sorry, Anarkali's role is very, very important. So please, but he refused. Ataullah Khan refused. Then Madhubala, next day she went and told Asif, please wait, I will convince my father. She told her father, Baba, I will, please allow me to do the movie. It's a lifetime role. Aapki beti ko bahut acha naam aayega. So he, gave the green signal. After he gave the green signal, she started shooting for the movie. Already 1.5 years were over without the heroine. They were shooting, 10 lakhs was already spent for the movie. But no sign of heroine. Those days, everybody used to see, in film magazines, अरे अनारकली कौन करने वाली है, अनारकली कौन करने वाली है. Finally, it came to Madhubala, and she slogged for that movie, Mughal-e-Azam. She really slogged for the movie. कितना काम किया. She was not keeping, slowly her health was coming down, and during beach mein she did a Madras movie, SS Vasan's movie, Bahut Din Hue. Because Mughal-e-Azam was taking a lot of time. So beach mein so many commitments. Father had signed so many movies. She had to go one by one, back-to-back shootings. So Madras, when she went, she was coughing and she vomited blood. She became little serious, and she has told that SS Vasan and his wife took care of her so much. They took care of her like a daughter. So well they took care of her. She became all right. And again, she finished that Bahut Din Hue, and she has never gone for any premieres. No premieres. Father didn't allow her to go for any premiere. Actresses long to go for premieres, long to go for parties, and moreover, she was a superstar. Just imagine, she just listened to her father. She never went. Even for Mughal-e-Azam's premiere, she had not come. But for Bahut Din Hue premiere, she went, because SS Vasan and wife had taken so much care of her. She went for Bahut Din Hue premiere, and also Insaniyat. Insaniyat movie also was produced by SS Vasan. She was not the heroine in that. Beena Roy was the heroine in that, but still, Dilip Kumar was the hero and Beena Roy was the heroine, but still she attended, as like, paying back to SS Vasan in this way. So she attended that premiere also. So back to back, she was doing movies with Kishore Kumar, Mr. and Mrs. 55, with Gurudat, so many movies like that. And Mughal Asam was going up and down. And for the makeup, there is a scene in Mughal Asam, a marble statue ka scene hai. You know, for her face, everything was painted in plasticine, you know, and plasticine and eyebrows, eyelashes. It was painted like that. It took nearly for the makeup 3 hours. 3 hours for the makeup. And to remove that makeup was another pain. More than that time to remove the makeup. And her body was covered with rubber sheets. Fully rubber. She was a sick lady, but she fully covered. And you know, the will to do, the will to work, you know, gave her strength. And you know, fully covered with rubber, and she couldn't breathe. She was not able to breathe. Then, you know, people came to know and they made holes at the back. कैमरा जहां नहीं पकड़ती है वहां पे होल ऐसा होल किया. So she was little better. So that you know, that was how she took you know, her work so seriously. And K. Asif, you know, he never compromised on anything, and he wanted something very real. And she had to wait for lot of hours for the shooting, because the lighting itself took so much time. Because everything was, you know, बहुत illuminating, you know, everything was, Sheesh Mahal, if you have seen Mughal Asam, you will know, everything was lightning, like, you know, and usko capture karne mein, there should not be any, कुछ खराब नहीं आना है. So he used to, the R.D. Mathur was a cameraman, lot of time was taken, one shot, 2-3 घंटे लेते थे. So a lot of time was spent in that. And beach mein her, you know, she was signed for, so many things happened beach mein. She was signed for Naya Daur. She was the heroine of Naya Daur. But, you know, something happened. Her health also was coming down. And, you know, the B.R. Chopra was the producer, like director. So he wanted outdoor shooting. Father didn't allow for the outdoor shooting. He said, my daughter is sick, and and she has to be, you know, something happened suddenly, doctors has to be reached out and all that. But he, you know, he said, no, I have to take it. Something like that happened. So she was replaced by Vaichanti Mala. Vaichanti Mala, and some controversy and all happened for that movie. And, you know, the relationship was broken of Dilip Kumar and Madhubala. So all this, you know, affected her a lot. You know, the joy of living bolte hai na. So it adds to your life. So she was very happy, though she was sick, but she was happy, and, you know, nothing affected her much. But, you know, all these things, all these, you know, all these setbacks affected her physically. Already she was coming down, and it was emotionally also. So then she was getting, you know, health was going very bad. And meantime, K. Asif, you know, wanted very realistic shots, and she had you know, she had to go with heavy chains. They were not dummy chains. You know, usually for movies, they use dummy chains. It will be light, but you have to act as if it's very heavy, and you have to, that action should be there. But he said, real chains hi lenge hum log, so that the real pain should be shown. But she did that also. उसमें भी उन्होंने काम किया, Madhubala. And when you see it in the screen, it's not, you know, one shot. It is at one shot it is not done. It is done. So many rehearsal has to be done. कितना बड़ा पिक्चर है, कितना पैसा is happening on that. So she had to do so many rehearsals with the heavy chains. इधर जाओ, वापस आ जाओ, फिर से जाओ, फिर से वापस आओ. So many times she had to do, and there was a song, Mohabbat ki jhooti kahani pe roye. I would like to sing that song.
Never before deals at Home Centre. Big
Advertisement
Republic
is
Jayalakshmi ji, yeah, you are unmuted.
I'm not able to unmute myself. Okay, now I'll start. Can you hear? Can you hear the music?
Yes.
मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए, कहानी पे रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए, बड़ी चोट खाई जवानी पे रोए, जवानी पे रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए। न सोचा न समझा, न देखा न भाला, तेरी आरज़ू ने हमें मार डाला, तेरे प्यार की मेहरबानी पे रोए, रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए, बड़ी चोट खाई जवानी पे रोए, जवानी पे रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए। खबर क्या थी होठों को सीना पड़ेगा, मोहब्बत छुपा कर भी जीना पड़ेगा, जी तो मगर जिंदगानी पे रोए, रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए, बड़ी चोट खाई जवानी पे रोए, जवानी पे रोए, मोहब्बत की झूठी कहानी पे रोए, कहानी पे रोए। So, this song, actually, she was not acting for the song. It was happening for her, this song and this lines. It was happening for her. You just see in the, in YouTube mein ye sab hai. You just see, that pain, it shows in her face. So this was all happening. Then she did other movies bhi chal rahe the. She was doing, but her health was going down and down. Mughal-e-Azam released in 1960. But that was the last movie which she shot. Even Madhur Bhushan, her sister, has told in YouTube that many pictures release हुए हैं उसके बाद भी, but that वो सब तो पहले ही shoot हुआ था. But the shooting which she attended was Mughal-e-Azam, and she was only 27 years. She stopped acting by 27 years. जो जितने movie किए हैं, क्या किए हैं, it was only till 27 years. And जो भी बाद में which all movies were there, it was done before. Last shooting she did for Mughal-e-Azam. Mughal-e-Azam got released in 1960. She didn't attend the premiere for that. And the movie, you know how it was. It was a very big, huge success. So, and she was praised for that movie and all that. She was nominated for the Best Actress. She has never got any award. Can you imagine that? She was nominated for Best Actress, but for Filmfare, she didn't get that year. Beena Roy got for that, she didn't get it. So after, before the movie released, and after that, by 60 itself, she got married to Kishore Kumar. She got married to Kishore Kumar by 60 itself. And the last movie which got released, which was supposed to get released, which didn't release, was Chalak. That hero also was Raj Kapoor only, but उसको बंद कर दिया क्योंकि मधुबाला का कुछ उनका हेल्थ खराब था, तो she was not able to shoot. So she got married to Dilip Kumar by 60. After, the seriousness of the marriage was not known. Suddenly it became very serious. She used to bounce back. She wanted to act. She tried her level best. Again, at one point, again, she came back to the studio to act for Chalak, but she couldn't do. So that was the last thing. And after Mughal-e-Azam was released, people, reviews came that she has done such a beautiful performance for Anarkali. Madhubala, she told, मेरे को जब मैं कुछ मैं सीखा, मैंने कुछ मेरे को नाम आया, खुदा ने बोला, लॉर्ड टोल्ड मी, भगवान ने बोला, बस हो गया, काम बंद कर. So, that is, that's what happened to her. Last 9 years, she struggled a lot. She had very bad health, and I don't know what went through her, only she can tell. What went through her, and she had a very emotionally and physically, she was getting drained and all that. Finally, her end came in 1969, 23rd February, after her 36th birthday. She only lived for 36 years. And end came by then. Though it's so many years over, Madhubala is gone, but she's becoming more famous. She's becoming more and more famous because YouTube aa rahe hain, sab, they are seeing her movies. And Devanand has told, pata nahi, nobody knew. It was not even in media mein nahi tha, because she was never into any parties or socializing. Kaam karo, kaam to acha karti thi, ghar mein aati thi. So seriousness of her sickness was not known. Only once, when bahut din hue, when she was very sick, that came little in papers, that also went away. बाद में मालूम हुआ, then Devanand has said, अरे मालूम ही नहीं हुआ, it was such a sudden, बहुत energetic थी, she was full of life, she loved life, and always laughing and giggling and smiling. अचानक गायब हो गई. It's a very, actually it's really sad, And after the daughter expired, Ataullah Khan, her father, broke down. You know, whatever said and done, he wanted to protect his daughter. His daughter was everything for him. Everything for him. He broke down, patani, and every time he used to go to her grave, and he used to sit there, pass his time there. That was very, very sad. Madhubala did everything. She loved people. She loved everything. But, she didn't have, that happy life, or that she was happy with her work. Only the work part was the happiness for her. The other ways, that it was quite a tragic, thing. So, and she passed away in 1969, though everything, she passed away, but, her stamp chap chhod ke chali gayi. Madhubala ne chap chhod diya. She put her stamp, she will always remain the Venus of the Indian screen. And in 2008, Post and Telegraph released a stamp on her, ₹5 ₹5 ka stamp. Madhubala. I don't know all this screen sharing. I'm very bad in all that. So I'm not showing all that. I'm just telling. And the thing, after in 2010, many silver, blocks were made, coated with 24 karat gold. Very, very famous personalities of हमारे भारत के उनका एक ब्लॉक्स बनाया था. उसमें फ्रॉम फिल्म इंडस्ट्री ओनली 2 पीपल्स उनका बनाया था वैसा ब्लॉक्स. वन वाज सत्यजीत रे एंड वन वाज मधुबाला. So this is always, it will always remain. So friends, I'll close my talk here. It's already becoming time. I'm watching the time also. It's already going to be 5:40. So thank you so much for listening to me patiently and coming and joining this session. I thank everybody. I thank Dignity Foundation and everybody, Brinda and Mukta, for telling my introduction, everything. Thank you, friends. Namaste. Thank you. Brinda? I think Mukta is not here.
Thank you so much.
In the meantime, I'll tell you one more incident, which, so many incidents are there, I made it so short. In the middle, there was a big, because nobody's coming, so I'll tell that. In the middle, there was a big international festival in Bombay. So all big people were invited. Invited for the function was a big honor, actually. So everybody was invited. And Academy Award winner Frank Capra had come to Bombay. And it was a big festival. But Madhubala didn't go for that, because I told you, she was restricted. Actually, Frank Capra wanted to meet her because her magazine her face had come in a Life magazine, and he wanted to meet her. But then he was staying in one hotel, and B.K. Karanja went to meet Frank Capra. He saw the film fan, and Madhubala's face was on the cover. He said, is this heroine as beautiful as she is in real life? So Mr. Karanja said, she's more beautiful. She's more beautiful than what you see her on the cover page. He said, I will give her a break in Hollywood. He told that, I'll give her a break in Hollywood. B.K. Karanja was so excited. Next day he went to Ataullah Khan and he said, I have got a very good news for you. Your daughter is going to be a Hollywood star. Ataullah Khan was very cool about it. He said, Meri beti yahin pe khush hai. She is very happy in Bombay. And moreover, she doesn't know how to eat with fork and spoon. So the matter ended there. So this one incident I have added.
We
Okay,
wanted to
thank-
hear, I wanted to hear this Pyar Kiya to Darna Kya, your voice, in your sweet voice.
Oh, that song. I will sing some other time. I will
Okay,
sing
no,
some
when,
other.
Jayalakshmi enjoyed a lot. Superb session,
I
superb,
put on a chair,
fantastic,
but you did not.
fantastic. Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Actually, I'm not able to see, I can only see some. Let me put it in gallery view.
Jaya, Jayalakshmi and Triveni here. It was a superb session, Jaya.
I know, Jaya, very
I,
nice. Very nice.
I felt
Jayalakshmi.
as though Madhubala's soul is talking through you.
No,
Jayalakshmi,
actually-
Jayalakshmi, you are
Someone-
time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು very lucky. ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ
Huh?
proud ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
For someone who was
Jayalakshmi ji, I'm from Mumbai. I just by fluke saw this. My friend from Dignity Foundation, Bombay, told me this was excellent, really excellent.
for,
Oh,
for
thank
somebody
you, thank you.
ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು.
for somebody who has not seen Madhubala, the homage you
Yeah,
pay to her,
has anybody seen her from anybody from you?
no chance.
no.
I
No,
saw
no
her
chance.
when she was a kid. She was
Jayalakshmi,
staying
I
you
have
know,
seen.
in
Who
the
is
big.
that? Who is that?
I'm from Bombay.
Raji,
She was
Acha, acha. You have
from
seen
the big.
her?
Raji is seen.
When I
Raji.
was a kid,
Raji has to
and
come.
she was staying, as a
Huh.
alongside my uncle's house. But she was so friendly and so nice. And then she
Yeah,
moved Andhra when she got more offers. But she was very nice, and the whole family was good and friendly. My aunt became like her best friend because
Because
my
I
aunt
love
knew
her.
English and she didn't know, So sometimes she
Yeah,
went
yeah,
with her
yeah.
to shootings
For
and all that.
someone who has not seen Madhubala, the way you pay a homage to her is remarkable.
Yeah.
It's really it's a
Yeah, that
very
is very true. Very
Why
true.
I told this? I have
Speak about you.
Mr. Joshi from Bombay. Hello, Mr. Nandoshi from Bombay would like to say I got the opportunity last couple of months. She was coming to Bombay for this Kaivalya, and I met her only and I could shake her. I've seen her face simply. I could not talk to simply say thank you. So that was so lucky I could shake her.
Yes, you're really lucky,
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, I am Hadi from Mumbai. I heard you also on Subhasji
Yeah.
Bhatke's program. I also heard you in the Subhasji Bhatke's
yeah. I
program.
am a member. I am a member there. I am a member there.
I remember you had asked her, can I join you? And she asked,
Yeah.
and she was saying,
Yeah, I like singing. I like
Yeah.
singing, So, yeah.
he asked you to send your listening video. And I
Yeah,
saw it
yeah.
the other day. I
Yeah,
thought of
I
that
have-
day you have become a member of the Bhatke.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Very nice to listen to you. Even you are all, I have seen you are always lively. Not in this program, but your drama and your discussion with people.
I
have
like
seen.
to participate.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Rini. Thank you for talking.
Thank you. We would like to see you again.
My
Thank you,
favorite
thank you.
Jayalakshmi, very nice, very nice. Always I'm seeing you in
Nice, Jayalakshmi.
programs.
Not here.
Vijayanagara Chavdi, Jayalakshmi. Very nice.
Okay.
In Kannada movies, I saw you in so many Kannada movies. You are acting, no? Always
Yeah. I have done Kannada movies. Yes, lot of Kannada movies.
so many films I saw you were acting in the Kannada movies.
yes.
Have
One
you
thing
done
and
any?
please try-
Have you done
please
any
try
Hindi
to,
movies?
Introduce any one of the Kannada actors. Let's say like this. Try Jayalakshmi.
Definitely. I have not done in Hindi, but I could have done lot of Hindi because I was based in Bangalore. So I didn't know Kannada then. I really didn't know Kannada then.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. So they called me. They said, they wanted institute students. So they came to me, and after joining Kannada movies, I learned Kannada.
I saw so many films.
Yes,
You are acting in Rajkumar films. Rajkumar, Dwarkish.
Yes, Rakesh, yes. Hindi I didn't do. I though had got offer, but I came off to Bangalore. Bangalore was so nice, such a nice place. So we from then on we are in Bangalore only.
I saw the Madhubala pictures in when now I am 75. No, in the
Yes.
beginning in the 52, 56. On that time I saw so many pictures. But
Yes. Anytime, even and now also people youngsters see her movies and they all
Very
know
nice.
about her.
Oh,
They all know about her. They were born
Yeah.
after her
in
death,
our
after so many.
in our period we saw so many films. Madhubala,
Yeah,
Dilip
that is
Kumar,
something
Raj
special.
Kapoor.
That is special. Yes, that is really special. Really
Hi,
special.
Jaya. Hi,
We saw-
Jayalakshmi.
Okay.
I am
Hi.
Rajesh Venkatraman. Hi. Uh, hi.
Hi, Rajeshwari.
Uh,
Hi.
super session. And my
Thank
favorite actress is Madhubala. I have
Oh,
seen
very
films.
nice.
I have seen films also. Very beautiful actress. And you
Yeah.
are also my favorite actor.
Yeah.
Very
Pardon?
nice.
I am just
Films are
just
very
wondering.
and I don't
Yeah,
know about
I am just
this
wondering. Hello.
Hello,
I don't know this much about
I am
Madhubala.
just wondering, how come you have selected a story so pathetic of Madhubala when you said you are not moved with her and all, but your narration is so brilliant.
No, that's what I have not seen her also. But
Yeah.
I told you, Ashok Kumar had used to come to our institute. He used to so many talks. He used to talk. He was a frequent visitor. Otherwise, I won't have known anything about her.
Yeah.
He told me so many
In
things.
spite of
And
it, you have made such a close study, just like a friend. You are talking so much about her. Is really
got
fantastic
very-
one.
yeah,
Then,
I got to know
yeah.
her feelings. Like
Yeah.
I got
Whether
to how.
Yeah. Whether they have taken any movie of her, any by chance, because her story itself
No,
is a movie.
actually, they want her sister Madhur Bhushan wanted to take a movie because she should be remembered, because she herself has said, we are all because of Madhubala. The whole family has prospered and whole family in a big, nice status is only because of Madhubala. There nobody was earning other than Madhubala.
We
And,
remember two such ladies. Another one is Meena Kumari. See, Madhubala looks so sweet and all, but her background so much young age she has passed. Meena Kumari,
Yes.
by look itself, she brings a lot of pathos. Her look itself, so this one. Someday we would like to hear Meena Kumari's story also from you.
Okay. Meena Kumar, I don't know. Nobody has talked. Anyway, I'll try, sir.
Yeah. And you
you
have
have to
nicely
super
told
people.
one Kannada actress also, somebody suicide, and also your connection with the cine field is so nice. Really, I appreciate. So keep it up. Very nice that we heard such a nice story and narration, everything good. And your singing is very beautiful. We need not tell. We have heard so many times. Such a beautiful voice, like what you look also. Excellent. We hear your voice more and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Anna, so much. Thank
We
you.
are waiting for another one-day program.
Singing is super.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Jayalakshmi.
You are so lucky.
Hi, Jayalakshmi.
Hi, Yamuna.
Hey, I'm remembering this poster just near the theater, preview theater. When you just step into the preview theater, the right side, this poster will be there. FTI.
Okay.
1975, we just had this opportunity to see all the movies.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also from FTI, na?
Yeah. You are also from FTIA, Yes. Right.
background
Where was that, Yamuna?
I was in the TVV, television.
Okay, okay, okay.
अरे हमें तो फिल्म वाले तो थप्पड़ मारते हैं ना, but in girls hostel, all the actors, those who are doing acting, they used to sing because there was no other girls.
My message is not going.
Jaikar Bangla, we used to stay in Jaikar. Yeah, Jaikar Bangla.
Hello,
Yeah,
Jayalakshmi ji.
Famous
Jayalakshmi.
Madhubala was there, so many
मेरे मैसेज
people
मिलते
were
हैं कि
there.
नहीं?
Hi.
Hello.
हेलो
Why-
जयलक्ष्मी जी,
Hello.
मेरे
Why
मैसेज
some
मिलते
videos
हैं
are
कि नहीं?
stopped? Hello.
I am
Hello,
sending
I
you
want-
message.
Hello. I want to ask one question to the host. Why some videos are stopped, disabled, and some are not disabled? This is from Habib from Mumbai Grand Road. I want to ask the host. My video is stopped. So many videos are stopped. Why some videos are on?
अशोकने मला बोलावलं बोलला ते रोज येते
Hello, Jayalakshmi ji. You are getting my messages. My messages. You are getting my messages.
Actually, I told you, no, I have not seen any
I said
messages.
excellent, excellent.
Oh, thank you,
session.
thank you.
Excellent.
Now I have to see, I
Very
have not
nice.
seen. I can't see and do talk like that, no. So I have to see now.
Very nice. Very, enjoy it.
Jayalakshmi ji,
Enjoy
next
very
time you
much.
have a program like this, we are from Mumbai. Tell Dignity Foundation to inform the Mumbai chapter also, so that we get a chance to meet with you and talk to you.
Okay, definitely, definitely. Why Mumbai chapter was not logged in?
No, it
No,
was
no, I'm
logged
from
in.
Bombay. I'm from Bombay chapter. Anil Jain.
No, but sometimes they may not be logged in, they may not be informed.
No, there was, उन्होंने दिया था हमारे को तो उन्हीं से मालूम पड़ा ना.
All India only, all India only.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, Jayalakshmi ma'am, I would like to thank you from whole Dignity team. And it was such a nice narration, like each step of her childhood and up to her acting and all, we can just visualize. Such a nice explanation it was. We felt like seeing a movie or something. It was great. Very nice, very nice. I know how much effort you would have put into this, and just to make it everything within 1 hour. It's a hard task.
Yeah. I wanted to finish it within 1 hour.
Exactly. I understand. See, giving speech over stages and all is very easy. I know, because we are used to that, speaking in Chavadi on stage, but technically learning all these things in playing songs, so nice, really.
Thank you, Brinda. Thank you so much. And meantime, the network also went away. Then somehow managed to
We observed. Happens. All these things will be there in online, and let us cross our fingers to meet offline very soon and have more videos like this.
Yes.
Thank you.
दूसरी एक्ट्रेस पर भी इसी तरह का रिप्रेजेंटेशन बनाए तो अच्छा लगेगा.
जरूर बनाऊंगी अनिल जी, जरूर. Hello, Suraj, I can see you.
Yeah, thank you, Jayalakshmi ma'am. Then have more talks like this with you. And
thank you, Brenda. Thank you to Dignity for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to you. Thank you to Rao sir. Thank you to everybody.
Always. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
She's a very talented girl.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, Jayalakshmi. All the best. Very nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.